Lord, that weeping willow in the wind. Why not buy me? Gone too far away.
So we're in concert C major, capo on 3 as A shapes. Okay, there's a little lead in. Now his own introduction here hits a wrong note. He goes up the 6th string and hits the open 4th, but it's intended to be the A, so we're going to go with the A, I think. Slide all the way from 2 up to 5 and then hit the 5. So that's on 1, 2 and 3, 4. Sliding up 4th and 2nd strings, and I'm picking with my thumb on the 4th string, so the thumb is picking these notes. Okay, and the finger is picking 1. Alright. So there's that 3rd string picked after beat 2, and then on beat 4 he's probably actually strumming that chord, those 3 strings together there. He's damping the bass strings here. And it's right on beat 4, that last chord. It's not syncopated, at least not this time. And then straight to the D minor chord in bar 2. In fact, it's not really a D minor, it's got an open G in there as well, so it's kind of a G7, but I think the implication is the minor 4 chord, D minor. And hitting 2 bass strings with a thumb. And again, a kind of strumming on beats 3 and 4 there. Back to the A. This time you get a little extra pick on the 3rd string with the finger after beat 3. So it's an indication that his hand is coming back here to that fret. Okay, so it's not this. The hand is right back there, straight after the open strings. Again, kind of 2 strings hit there with the thumb, and the open E bass as well. So it's not just going for the A root; it's really just thumping those 2 bass strings there. All right, then we're back to the D minor again. This time going for the 4th string, at least to begin with. On the 2nd bar, there's of all things, an F sharp bass note, together with the F here and the G on the 3rd string. That's a very strange combination of notes. I think, in fact, the intention here is not so much to fret the 2nd fret as to mute the 6th with the thumb. And sometimes it sounds like an F, that note. Sometimes it sounds like an F sharp. So it's like his thumb is just grabbing the 6th string here, and he doesn't really care what note he's getting. It's just that kind of a sound. Doesn't really matter that it's a pitch of any kind. If I make it clearer, let me just demonstrate that. If I play it as an F, that fits nicely with the F here, but it's not sustained at all. The F sharp, meanwhile, sounds kind of interesting, but essentially it's just this thump, and it's only on the first beat anyway of that bar. So there's 2 D minor bars, and then back to the A. Now a lead up to the E at that point. Let me go through the whole thing up to that point. So the first 8 bars, I'll do it slightly slower. Okay. Now at this point, we're running up to the E from the C sharp here. And now we've got an E7 chord just on the top 3 strings. Okay. That rhythm. Now this bar here, it's the tricky little one. There's a 4th fret bass note here, together with an open B and E. Sometimes it sounds like he's got the 4th fret here, but I think it's probably the open string, because it's stopped immediately with the C here. We take it through note by note here. And that's the downbeat of the next bar, hanging on to these 2 notes and picking the 4th string as it leads into that next bar. So we play that bar a bit more in time. That's the kind of thing. And at speed, with the previous E7 bar, something like that. Now, here comes the turnaround, straight after that beat there, on beat 2, going up to 4th fret for a bar here. So I think the thumb on both those 4th fret notes, and then picking the 1st string, and then pull off from 5/4 to 0 in triplets here. Holding that, letting that 1st string note ring, pulling off 1st fret here, E flat. Again, these 2 C sharps here hang across into the next bar. So those last 2 bars there should sound like this. And a kind of just a strum there on that chord. In fact, he might be hanging on to the C sharp here. You don't really hear an open A so much until the end of the bar. So the last 4 bars of that sequence there. Okay. We take that whole first 12 now, if I can. So the verse accompaniment is basically the same as that, and the instrumental break is also essentially the same. There's a few slight variations. For example, when it comes to the D minor chord, he seems to be hitting that bass note in both bars, whichever it is, whichever you think sounds right. And after the end of one verse, he has a slightly different turnaround. He doesn't play, mostly he's doing this, doing that one. After one verse, it's just this. So from the E to the D, and it's this. So kind of a variation on the main riff. So starting with that initial beat, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. And just strumming 2 more chords. Then there's the ending, which is this. So much the same as that earlier turnaround. Coming out from bar 10 like this. Okay, notice the G sharp there, not a blues G, major 7th there. Okay, there we go.